The tablet market has never had more choice, and now the line between tablets and laptops is becoming increasingly blurry. Almost all the major manufacturers have a tablet that also doubles as a laptop, and now Google has joined the fray. I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and this is the Google Pixel Slate, an ultra-portable but highly professional large-sized tablet. I had a chance to spend a couple of days with it, and this is what I found. The 12.3-inch molecular display is a touchscreen, and it gives you a ton of screen real estate for everything from watching movies to gaming to actually working. One of the first things I noticed about this device is that it's big and that it's heavy. Now maybe that's because I'm used to using the Apple iPad or the Amazon Fire HD 8 lately, but this tablet feels big and unwieldy. I'm sure though that with enough time I'd come to get used to that. The actual dimensions are that it's about 7 millimeters thick and about 20 by 29 centimeters. The weight is 1.6 pounds. Spec nerds, you can choose from an 8th generation Intel Core M3 processor, the i5 or the i7 processor, or the Intel Celeron processor. Choose from 4 to 16 gigabytes of RAM and 64 to 256 gigs of storage. Under the hood, it's running the Google Chrome OS operating system. Getting this tablet set up is a breeze. You're just going to power it up and sign into your Gmail account. The Slate will handle the rest. You'll be prompted to set up fingerprint ID, and you'll access it by tapping the small and unobtrusive white power button up here on the top, I guess, or the side, depending on how you have it. It responds quickly and has the added benefit of verifying your identity as you turn the power on, so there's only one step. Now the Slate appears to come with the full G Suite of apps installed, like the Chrome browser, Gmail, Docs, and Photos. But on closer inspection, those are actually web shortcuts, and if you use them, they're going to take you to the online versions of these sites. If you want the real apps, you can download them via the Google Play Store. So that goes for things like YouTube, Sheets, and Drive. Now, I prefer to work in the apps myself as opposed to online, so I did take a few minutes once I was getting things set up to download everything I thought I'd need. The Slate is made to work either as a tablet or as a laptop, and for this you'll need the Slate keyboard, which comes in at an additional $159 Canadian cost. The keyboard is pretty cool though, with rounded lowercase keys, backlit of course, and a nice soft, quiet feel. There's shortcut keys for the home screen to maximize a window and to get quick launch settings up. Naturally, there's also a Google Assistant button on the keyboard so you can summon your helper whenever you need. There's also a big trackpad that's handy and responsive too, though the clickiness does feel a bit hollow to me. The keyboard's very light, and some may find it a bit cheap feeling. For my purposes here though, I think it's just fine. The keyboard's other purpose is to work as a stand, and you can slide the back flap up and down to get just the right angle. It'll stick anywhere along the back of the tablet, so you can get that perfect viewing angle. You can also get the Google Pixelbook pen for use on Slate, and folks who've used a Pixelbook will remember it, and it's now available in the midnight blue shade to complement the new Slate, although I have to say it does basically look like black. You can use it as a stylus or to handwrite notes, to draw, paint, and more, depending on how you like to use your tablet. The gestures to access some of the features of the Slate might take a bit of getting used to. To get your apps list, you need to touch and swipe up from the menu bar at the bottom. The Quick Launch menu is the little bar in the bottom right. To search or access recently used apps, touch the white dot in the bottom left. To see the difference between your onboard apps and the online versions, look for a small Chrome symbol on the app that denotes the web version. Overall, the screen is pretty amazing. It's bright, vibrant, and ultra-detailed. Google calls it a molecular display. Now, I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to mean. It's probably some marketing mumbo-jumbo, but it does look great. The Pixel Slate has 3000 by 2000 resolution, which is about 293 pixels per inch. The screen ratio is 3:2, which is the same as the Microsoft Surface, while something like an iPad Pro by comparison is 4:3. So one of the aspects of the Slate that blew me away is the sound quality. Now, tablet speakers are notoriously tinny and often provide a soundscape that feels about as wide as a pair of chopsticks. So when I heard the sound from the Slate, I was really surprised. It sounds full, clear, vibrant, and really strong, almost like the audio is emanating from behind the screen. The Google Pixel Slate quite obviously drives you to work online whenever possible, and the fact that the stock apps are all web-based proves that. but you can, of course, still work offline, though it is worth pointing out there's no LTE or cellular option on the Slate, so you will need Wi-Fi or to be tethered to your new Pixel 3 or Pixel 3 XL for data. Now, you can automatically pair or tether your Pixel Slate to your Pixel phone when Wi-Fi is not available. This does make using it on the go a little more seamless. You're expected to get about 12 hours of battery from Pixel Slate. Now, I've only had this for a couple of days, so haven't had a chance to try to wear it down. With that said, the claimed battery life is about 10 hours on iPad Pro and 13 on the Surface Pro 6. Google is clearly going after folks who might otherwise be looking at something like a Microsoft Surface product with this tablet. Though it's similarly sized to a MacBook Pro, you and I both know that getting Apple users to switch is a big uphill battle, so this is likely going to find the most favor with people like Android fans. Now, I've not yet had a chance to review or get hands-on with any Microsoft Surface products, so I can't compare this to that, but in reading up on each of their specs, the Slate has more pixels in the screen, they do have a similar battery life. There's no headphone jack on the Slate, but there is on the Surface Pro 6, for example. Some reviewers have crowned the Surface Pro 6 the winner when it comes to power and speed, but again, I've not had a chance to try that or compare the two, so I'm not going to weigh in on that here. This tablet would be ideal for a person like a commuter who might want to read the news on the tablet on their ride in to work on the train, and then click on that keyboard and get down to business once they get into the office. So how does the Slate compare to last year's Google offering, the Pixelbook? The key difference is the Pixelbook has a permanent keyboard. You could flip it around and use it like a tablet, but the keyboard wasn't removable like the Slate is. Simply put, the Slate is not quite as powerful as the Pixelbook and doesn't have the same heavyweight storage options. Now, I'm not equipped to do a head-to-head comparison or speed testing, so that's basically as far as I'm going to take this comparison in this video. Overall, this tablet could definitely sub in for a laptop. It's got a good sized screen for working on the go, and the resolution is outstanding. I also like the fact you can use it online or off, but it still does have that storage. The size has taken some getting used to for me. It's definitely heavier and a lot bigger and a bit more awkward than my current tablet, but it is lighter and more compact than my laptop, so definitely what you might call a hybrid. The keyboard is pretty much a mandatory investment if you want this device, in my opinion. The pen, on the other hand, is definitely an accessory you don't need and could easily do without. When it comes to price, a Microsoft Surface Pro, for example, starts at about $11.79 in Canada. The iPad Pro is about $12.49 for that 12-inch size. So that puts the Pixel's $849 starting price within much better reach for people looking to buy something in this category. Now, it does go up to about $2,000 Canadian for that top-end model. When it comes to the battery life, it's pretty impressive, and the sound quality of this tablet is actually going to blow you away, and it may blow away those other restaurant diners if you're the type that likes to play your content on high volume in public places too. Don't do that. I'm still looking through some of the downsides of this tablet. Maybe it is the weight and the size just for me, but that's hardly a complaint for the masses, because if you're wanting a full-size tablet, you're definitely getting what you pay for with the Slate. Check back with me in a couple of weeks to see what else I've learned. If you want to hit me up with any questions or comments, you can like the Facebook page, which I'll have linked up here for comments, questions, and updates. If you want to read more about the Pixel Slate, head over to techgadgetscanada.com. I've got a full blog posted there, and you can ask any questions there as well, or of course here on the YouTube channel. If you liked what you're watching and you found it helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, since it does help me keep making more videos that I hope you all can watch and enjoy. I'm Erin. Find me on Twitter or Instagram. Until the next time, I'm at Erin L. YYC.